That was almost like the core of, wow, like we could spread this to our peers if we create a new format, which became NeuroGum. Oh man, I was on a path to be a professional fighter since I was like 5 years old. So I used to fight in Thailand since like the age of 16, traveling. I used to train judo with the Japanese Olympic judo team and like the #1 collegiate team in Japan in judo. And then I got really into neuroscience. I wanted to understand, like, again, this idea of the mind and the body. So I began majoring in neuroscience at UC San Diego while I was training, which is how I discovered the world of nootropics, supplementation, and diving deeper into what's working for not just my body, but also my mind so I could perform at my best inside and outside sports and school. After that, I realized I really wanted to get back into my creative side. And that's when I got into film and then started making commercials, then started illustrating children's books, then did the children's branding for the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, became friends with the CEO of the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, and went to work in his new venture after Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf sold at Sony Music. Realized that I hated working in the music industry because I had some crazy stories from that era of my life that I started doing illustration again, but bigger. So I started painting murals. I've painted over 100 murals around the world.
And you made the biggest mural in Shanghai, is that?
Yeah, I painted the largest mural in Shanghai, yeah. Yeah, I've just painted a lot of these big murals. And then started NeuroGum during that time with my co-founder, Ryan, one of the fastest runners in California, captain his cross-country track team, and then got in a really bad snowboarding accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. But his injury didn't stop him from becoming an incredible Paralympic athlete again. He went on training with the Paralympic team, creating this business with me in NeuroGum, traveling around the world. So I was mixing supplements in my room when I was studying neuroscience and realizing that there wasn't really anything that was really benefiting mind and body. So I got into the world of nootropics, which I discovered through Tim Ferriss of all people. And I began researching, became a really big contributor to Reddit r nootropics, and was part of this small tribe of people that was testing different supplementation and seeing how it worked. And funny enough, that was what I gave Ryan in pill format. And on a scuba diving trip, we both realized taking pills in public doesn't really fit this value of friendship, shareability, accessibility, all these things that we would want in something that gives us energy and focus. And it was obvious that gum and mints was the format that would allow us to do that. That was almost like the core of, wow, like we could spread this to our peers if we create a new format, which became NeuroGum.